How's it going, dudes? My name is Cactar, and today I've got a special announcement. Excelsus, the single best system you've never played. Okay, maybe not yet, but I'm working on that. That's right, I've made a game system, Excelsus. System made because I simply like a lot of TTRPGs, and there's not a uniform way to play with all of the content, so I've made my own way of doing it. Built off the back of 5e, Excelsus isn't trying to be a better 5.5, rather it's aiming to be its own beast. You can see that in the fact that I've renamed the base stats, which not even Pathfinder does. This really is a hodgepodge of many systems, mainly 3.5 and 5e. This is evident in the skills system. Not only do classes give you many more skills to work with, but you also get skill points which you can put into your skills to be much better at them. Keep in mind that proficiency and expertise still exists, which means a lot. In the future, much like 3.5, you'll only be able to invest skill points equal to 3 plus your level. This actually means that if you have a skill like performance, and you have a maxed out social stat, your bonus will be a base plus 5. Then, you have expertise, cause rogue, and your level 5, this goes up to a total of plus 11. Then, after this, you can invest 8 skill points into the skill to get a cumulative plus 19. Skills you lack proficiency in cost double the skill points to increase, so 2 instead of 1, but they have the same limits as other skills, which means you can totally decide to throw an excess of unspent skill points into making a non-proficient skill good. Weapons have also been added to the system, including the Scythe and Kukri. There's also a new weapon property, Conceal, which makes it easier to hide an object. In fact, zero check involved, you just do. Threat range is back and ready for some more fun, making weapons like the dagger and variants like the Sai knife so much better because it crits on 19s. Now this all seems pretty cool, but has it been tested? Hell yeah it has. Me and the boys decided to play a one-shot in this system and we found it really friggin' fun for what I had. As players we were powerful but not invincible. I got knocked down to single-digit HP multiple times during our playtest game. Once to a polar bear which was able to get a critical hit off on me, a second time doing a final gambit, blowing up a tavern full of enemies. Keep in mind that I also got to one-shot a few enemies pretty often and feel like this cool-as-hell psychic kitsune assassin. Actually, on that topic, we got just a few classes, and only up to level 5 because I have to pace myself. One-man crew and all. Out of the current selection of classes, we've got the Barbarian. Not much has changed with these boyos. They still rage, they still tank, and now they gain fast movement earlier at level 1, which means they can move 2 units faster at level 1 instead of having to wait or straight up never getting it. Makes sense because I envision them running into battle with reckless abandon. Their subclasses are called Channeled Wrath, and again, nothing much has changed. Aside from Frenzy, now renamed to Fury, not being an instant exhaustion, and instead being tied to a DC 15 toughness save. This is to make using your ability much more desirable. I mean, it's the entire subclass's thing, so let them do it. As you must have guessed, we have the Berserker Barbarian, but we also have the Zealot, and fuck the Storm Giant, fuckers just called the Storm Barbarian. Next we got the Cleric. Okay, so on paper, they haven't really changed. But in reality, they gain 1, Holy Aura, which it's really just flavor text, and I'm sure DMs can make a cool moment out of it. And 2, Faith Spell Discount and Retention. Faith Spell Discount is very good. We switch from the spell slot system and move to mana, which means you can use more spells. This also means that I can give players a discount on spells that fit their subclass. This means life clerics get more heals. They also get retention, which allows them to permanently have 1 spell and prepare another in its place, which is great since most casters can only prepare a certain amount of spells. This allows them to have an extra spell that their god can't cut them off from and they can't have removed. As for our subclasses, now called Chosen Faith, we got the Life Cleric, War Cleric, Flare Cleric, and Knowledge Cleric. Now, the Flare Cleric is just a light cleric with renamed features, since abilities like Burning Hands and Fireball fit the sun much better than just the concept of light. We also have a list of discounted spells for each Chosen Faith. That's right, not every spell is going to be on a discount. Only a select few. Next class that has been adapted is the Fighter. We have some smaller changes so far. They get Tactical Mind from 5.5, which is neat. They also get more feats than something like the Wizard, so that's great. As for subclasses, we got the Samurai, which its major changes, changing the skill proficiency granting feature to giving you both that and a language. The Echo Knight. The subclass leans much more on the whole temporal aspect of the game, allowing you to summon echoes, which are now defined as alternate versions of yourself from different timelines. This simple change has made echoes so much cooler and so much better. First, you can move more than 30 feet away from your echo, or 6 units. There is no range. You and your echo could very well be a continent away, and it would still work, making echoes kind of like Naruto's shadow clones. Second, they can't be hurt unless they're specifically targeted. AoEs are ineffective. This means a dragon using its fire breath won't work, but a magic missile will poof the thing. The Battle Master. Yeah, nothing's changed. Now on to the Monk. Monks get a bonus ability. And also, they're based a lot more on their appearances in 5.5, gaining martial arts dice that add cumulatively onto your damage, so not just unarmed strikes. As for subclasses, or now traditions, Sun Soul was renamed to Radiant Soul. On top of that, Radiant Soul's feature was renamed and now also works like an unarmed strike, but ranged, and even has a little Dragon Ball reference for their description. Ascendant Dragon got its first feature renamed to The Dragon Awakens. You know, representing how this is the beginning. And Open Hand is the same. Now on to the Rogue! Rogues are good in 5e, no changes, except to the subclass's name, that being changed to Rogue Arts. Even then, no real change! But we got the Arcane Tricksters, Soul Knights, and Assassins. Now with Wizard! Wizards are the same, gaining the same benefits of Clerics. They're arcane archetypes, granting them a spell discount and extra spell. The spell book is more important, having the same mechanical stuff it's supposed to have from 5e, as well as spells generally costing 1 extra MP if you lack one. A Magic Plus also gives you another spell you can cast in a turn, which is real good for casters. Currently we have the Blade Singer, renamed to Blade Dancer because how do you sing blades? The Enchanter, Gravity Mage, and Necromancer, which a certain friend of mine complains that they aren't good. Well bitch, tell me how to make them good. Also, activating your sword stance gives you damage mitigation. Finally, on to the Keybearer, a Kingdom Hearts themed class. I'll try to keep this one brief since it's new content. Basically, you get a Keyblade that can have custom charms you equip onto your Keyblade to modify how it works, along with the keychain, drive forms from Kingdom Hearts 2, and 3 subclasses, themed on darkness, light, and hearts, which is very cool. You guys should totally check it out, since it is a collaboration between me and a friend, using what other people made already. It's really neat as hell. Abilities are exactly like feats in 3.5, being smaller, cool abilities. You should really check the list, but I'll name off a few of my personal favorites. Some original, some ports. Death Blow is real fun to use and line up. It's so effective and fun. Die Hard just gives you the Focus Sash, and allows you to stay up with 1 HP once per day. And once more allows you to attack again after a critical hit. Riposte allows you to make an opportunity attack. You can RP this as your character actually riposting and lining themselves up for a nasty hit. It can combo well with feats like Sentinel and Expert Tactician. These really are just things to make the player team much stronger and much more interesting to play, especially as a martial. Now if you're playing this system, you may notice that all this is pretty cool, but there's stuff missing, notably the enemies and spells. Enemies are meant to be pulled from 3.5 and 5e, but will be ported, same with Magic, but overall, we did have a fun time with what there was. After that experience, I've decided that I'll fix some text issues and finish my rudimentary character sheet and release them both for all to use. That's right folks, Excelsus Alpha 1 is out now, free to use on Homebrewery right now. The all-in-one is searchable and now in the link in the description. The character sheet is also in the link in the description. Again, free for all to use. Also, starting now, my Patreon will be the host for early Excelsus drops, as well as art, the same art that will be viewable in the documents. If you want to be actively testing the new content before everyone else, throw me 1 doubloon and you're in, 3 if you're an art enjoyer. It's the best way to support this project and get early content. keep in mind that I eventually plan on releasing everything for free. This is because culture should be shared and not hoarded, and regardless of who you are and how much money you have, you should be able to experience something pretty cool. Just to tease you all on what's coming next, in Alpha 2 we're getting Saiyans, Shinobi, and 6-shooters, aka I am adding Saiyans as a playable race, a Naruto-style Shinobi as a monk subclass, and Gunslingers as a main subclass, as well as much more content. All in all, I've been Cactar, and I'll see you in a bit. This is outro character saying that the damn Patreon membership window told me to place my first tier at 5 doubloons, which in my opinion, it's a bit much. Really just shows how much they want to take away from everyone. Alright, see ya!